Welcome back again. We're just smashing these videos out. So welcome back to this video and welcome back to the channel. Yeah, got the engine out last night. I think today is I want to split the engine from the gearbox for a start. Maybe take the top off and we'll have a look and see where I'm standing with, because I can get an engine for it for a good price, or do we repair it? I don't know. So today's going to be a little bit of investigation, a bit of like splitting everything and having a proper good look at everything. So I hope you enjoy this video. We'll see how we get on. It's a lovely day, a little bit windy, but the sun's out, so it's always a good start, isn't it? So let's get cracking on with this, and I hope you enjoy the video. Well, from all the gunk that was in the top, not too bad. Pulled the plugs out earlier. They're bone dry as well, but we'll see. Maybe we'll strip a little bit more. I don't know yet. I can get an engine for good price, but we'll see. Maybe strip a little bit of something fine. So I think while I'm waiting to hear about this engine, I'm just going to start stripping bits, and then let's have an investigate. I ain't going to do any harm, is it? I don't think so. Let's get the inlet off. So I've got the cams out. Okay. Not the best looking, have to be skimmed and repaired. Use the gasket here. No, it's not the greatest. Then you can see the bores. Let me know what you think. What do you think I should do with it? I think just replace the engine. I could put a second-hand engine in it, it could last 5 minutes. Or go and get this one repaired. Let me know in the comments down below what you think I should do with it. So I'm going to quickly show you, and then we're just going to get cracking on with it. So I've got the block at work, I've cleaned the top of the block, done all that. I've had the head skimmed, pressure tested, valves checked, everything's been done in it and it's spot on. So I'll quickly show you that, show you what bits we've got, and then we're going to get cracking on with it. Oh yeah, and if you haven't already, if you think about subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. So here's our head, been all nicely cleaned. I'll quickly show you. Beautiful job. I'll tell you who's done it in a bit. We also have a set of head bolts. You don't have to actually replace these, but I've replaced them anyway. Here's our block that's been cleaned. Just going to go over it probably one more time just to make sure everything's all good. New water pump in here. Head gasket all in here, brand new. And these are all the seals I need, manifold gaskets and all that kind of malarkey to put this back together. So let's get this set up and let's start putting it all back together. So there's our head on, sitting really nice, nothing unstable about it. And here, looking good. So let's get the bolts in. We're going to oil at each thread of the bolt, and yeah, let's get it put back together. So here are our new bolts. I'm just going to just dab a tiny bit of oil, nothing major. We'll put them in. So I'm going to repeat that, and then we'll get it torqued down. So what I'm going to do now is run round and torque them up. It goes sort of like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what I'm going to do is literally whiz these up till it's just biting. I'm not going to go mad. So yeah, repeat this process, and then we'll torque it. So I have this set for 15 Newton meters, which is really low. So we'll go through a couple together. So now we're going to do that, and now it's 30 Newton meters. So now we're going to repeat this one more time at 90 degrees. If you don't know what 90 degrees is, just imagine a full circle, half it, and then quarter. So like an L shape, that's 90 degrees. So let's do this to 90, and then we've got the head finally torqued down. Also, if you're not sure about 90 degrees, the other thing you can do, like, get yourself a bit of Tipex, mark the top of the socket, and then mark to the right angle of the bolt, yeah? So, let's do 90 degrees. So that's the head torque down. The 15 and 30 were fine, it's a 90 degrees. Don't out on a pallet truck, don't out though, so. But work with what I've got. So now it's just piecing everything back together now really. So I've got the water pump, which is here. So let's get the new water pump on. So I have the new water pump. I have a cam belt in. That's a new one already. Did that the other day. It's having a new cam belt, so it's got a brand new cam belt on it. We've got a brand new water pump. Right, now I nearly dropped. And we've got a gasket, which is good, and new bolts. So let's get this fitted. So, took the old bearing off the old water pump, 24 newton meters these bolts are, so I'm going to get them torqued up, and then we'll look at doing other bits. So I've got the cam belt tensioner in here, 20 newton meters for that. Water pumps all on, these are all torqued. I'm going to torque these up properly when I get the belt on. I've got a new belt as well. So what I'm going to do now is put all the camshafts back in now. So I marked all the cams up when I took it apart, so I knew exactly what was what, because we don't want to be getting mixed up, do we? So this is our inlet cam. Just put it back a little bit. So, got a torque setting for these. I'm replacing the oil seal, so I had a new oil seal here. We've got torque settings for the camshaft in gear as well, so I'm going to start putting bits and bobs back. Right, so I've got my first cam in. I need to torque it up. So number one is on TDC, 60 newton meters for this. So all I'm going to do, torque this up. Make sure that's torqued. One. So we'll put the exhaust cam in now and get that lined up. So I'm just going to quickly show you for anyone that might be, hang on, unsure. When you put the camshafts back in, make sure this smaller section is at the top rather than the bottom, because that's cut straight and that's not. I'll have to research it to make sure, so I need to get this one lined up now. I'm going to have to get a camshaft locking bar to put in there, but I'm going to get this bolted in, all torqued in. It's 7 newton meters and 45 degrees for these caps, so we'll get this bolted in and we'll go from there. So, new seals, cleaned it up earlier, so now it's just a case of refitting it, so we're going to fit that now and just start building bits up and bits up. So we've got the head collected, we've got it all bolted on, we've got it all torqued up properly, we've fitted a new water pump, we've refitted all the camshafts, we've torqued them down to what they need to. So I need to get a cam belt aligning kit just to align the cam belt up. Tomorrow the thermostat will be here, and then we're going to start putting the manifold back on, the inlet and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, think about subscribing, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.